During the creation of my magazine, I learnt and further expanded my knowledge in many different programs and websites, one of which including Adobe's Photoshop. Before the construction of my product, I had used Photoshop several times before, so I had already had some idea how to use it. For example, the Magic Wand tool, which allowed me to select specific regions of my magazine and move or delete the selected area. The text tool, which allowed me to insert and manipulate text, and the selection tool, which allowed me to select different regions of my magazine for those regions to be then edited. Skills that I learned include how to download new fonts. I did this in order to make my magazine look more independent, so it was less likely to look like any of its competitors. I also used the Command T orientation and scale tool. As to piece together my magazine, I often had to move and manipulate different aspects of the pages and make them look more visually appealing and professional. I also used the brush tool and saturation tool in order to adjust the lighting levels and texture of my images, and to touch up and remove any major blemishes on my artist. I did this in order to make my magazine look more professional and make the artist and models look more desirable and attractive. Another tool I used was the opacity tool. I used this to edit the opacity of an image. I did this in order to make sure that the images blend better together and make some images stand out more than others. I also had to frequently import my own original photos. I also thought it was wise to take advantage of certain media storage and software in order to make my magazine far easier to create, as cross-platform access was made available. The first of which was WordPress. I used this to upload all of my work so it could be accessed by my teacher in order for it to be marked. This also allowed me to alternate between working at school and at home, so I could finish off and edit work. As access was available on multiple platforms, this meant that I did not have to be in a certain place in order for me to access my work. A final piece of software I took advantage of was Apple's iCloud. This allowed me to take images on my mobile device and made them immediately accessible on other cross-compatible platforms, such as an iMac, making it far easier to share work from one device to another, so that work was made far more efficiently.